Jesus said, "When I return, will I find faith upon the earth?" Something like that. And I think about that sometimes, and as I've been kind of imagining what will happen, like trying to calculate by looking in the book of Revelation, all of the people, like what percent of the people will die. And it appears, if you do the math on it, like if you're reading Revelation 6 talks about the white horse, the red horse, the black horse, the pale horse. Anyway, so if you look at all those, you can see how many people, like on the earth, live or die. It appears that all Christians, before the tribulation, I believe in a pre-tribulation rapture, so all believers will be gone, and then the tribulation will start. So you'll have the resurrection of the body, the rapture of the church, and then the tribulation starts, which is, Jesus described, the worst time on the earth that the earth has ever seen or ever will see. So anyway, so you've got this beast system that the only way to live during the tribulation, from what I gathered, is to basically take the mark of the beast. But if you take the mark of the beast, so you can buy and sell things, and you also have to worship the beast. So there will be a one world. There'll be a system where they control all the food and most of it anyway, and so it'll be real hard to survive without taking the mark of the beast. I mean, I think people will do it, but I think most of them are going to get caught, and I think that basically, so you're going to have believers. You're going to have people that don't want to take the mark of the beast that aren't believers in Jesus. You're going to have people that don't want to take the mark of the beast because they believe in Jesus. They're new believers, so they'll be tribulation saints. And basically, from what I can tell, most of them, if not all, will be martyred, will be executed for their faith. And the rest, the vast majority of remaining ones will take the mark of the beast, which means they're pretty much dead anyway. Like, they're damned to hell after they do that. There's no going back. That's a really scary thing, but a lot of people are going to do that. Of course, then you got all the people that die during the tribulation. So just from the wrath of God, it looks to me like about 60%, maybe more, maybe right around 60% of the Earth's population will die just from the plagues and all the stuff that's going to happen on the Earth. That doesn't count all the people that get killed because they're Christians and they get martyred, and that doesn't count all of the people that take the mark of the beast. But by the time you're done, there's not going to be hardly anyone left that is actually a believer. There'll be no believer. All the Christians martyred, most of them. What you will have left is the Jews that most people that study prophecy. I don't really know this for sure, but they believe that during the middle of the tribulation, that a large portion, which would be a remnant of Israel, they would refer it to, but about a third of Israel will go to Jordan, Petra, perhaps, and be protected there by God, something like that. I'm not sure, but when they return, that's when Jesus will at the second coming. They'll all get they won't be believers yet in Jesus, because they become believers when Jesus comes back, and they're like, oh, Jesus really is the Messiah. So all of them will be saved. It's going to be kind of like a supernatural Saul moment, Saul to Paul kind of thing, where everybody's going to go, oh, they're, the ones God's preserved through it all, they're going to be just new believers, really. So when Jesus says, when I return, will I find faith on this earth? I think that question is a good question to ponder, and I believe the answer is no, because most people will be dead or have taken the mark of the beast, and except for the Jews, who they won't have faith, but they will quickly have faith after Jesus returns, and that'll be probably, my estimation was, there's like, I'm not sure. I think there's like less than 50 million Jews in the world, and but there's only like 10 million Jews or something like that or less in Israel now. So I think more are going to move there. And by the time that's all said and done, 2/3 of them will be gone probably. So whatever 2/3 is of however many are in Israel, I'm guessing about 4 million. It would be my 3 to 4 million will be saved. And then everything starts, the millennial reign starts, where Jesus rules and reigns the earth. And as saints, we're co-rulers with Jesus. So that's going to be pretty cool.